Hey, what's going on, you guys? So Bethany and I came up with the idea of having a little TH Fitness trainer talk. So basically, we want to ask you guys questions, and then we want to make videos answering those questions in relation to health and fitness. That way we can help you guys reach your goals and just give you guys some more information. Let you guys know what we do personally in our lives to help with our goals in our health and fitness. So hopefully we can help just give you some more knowledge and help you reach your goals. So we came up with some topics just to talk about. If you haven't met me before, I'm Taylor Hutchinson, owner of TH Fitness.
I'm Bethany, I'm trainer here at TH Fitness.
And today we're going to talk about some eating habits, just give you some tips and tricks on how to eat better and how to be prepared for that. And then just another one is going to be just kind of making time for fitness or eating better, and what we do personally during the day to make time for that and help with our eating and nutrition. So just some of the habits that I do for eating is always being prepared and prioritizing my meals. So one of the things that we get caught up in is not having time to eat or being in a rush and you have to run through fast food, stuff like that. So something I do is just make sure that the day before I'm always kind of planning out my snacks, planning out my meals. So some of the things that I do just to make sure I always have something available to me that might be quick and easy is, fruits or nuts, protein shakes, and then prepping my meals. That way I always have something for lunch or dinner, whatever it may be. Bethany, what do you usually do to prioritize and make sure you have something?
So something that I like to do is kind of like prep veggies or something for the next morning. So have like containers or bags of vegetables chopped up and like washed, so that way I can just throw it into a stir fry or like chop it up and mix it with some eggs for my breakfast omelet. I also like to meal prep and just portion everything out, so all I have to do is grab a container and don't really have to worry about like how much of it I'm eating. That's already kind of accounted for. And then also freezing meals really helps. Like when you have time, you're able to do a huge batch of all your favorite foods. So like I just did a pork, sweet potato, and then zucchini meal prep. So I made up like a bunch of meals. I froze some of them, kept some of them out, and it's really easy to just take it out and then let it thaw or pop it in the microwave for the next day.
Yeah, so that just makes it a lot easier probably to always have a meal rather than having to worry about what you're going to have for dinner or lunch. I personally like to meal prep twice a week, so I'll grill up a bunch of chicken or whatever my main protein is, kind of the same thing. I use steam bags of broccoli. It's really quick, it's easy, it takes 4 minutes in the microwave. It's fresh broccoli, but it's just a lot easier. And then I've got my veggie and my protein for the week. And then I actually use the ready bags of rice. It could be a little bit better, but it's good for me. It's quick, it's still pretty healthy, it's better than a lot of options. So basically, it doesn't have to be super hard. It doesn't have to be perfectly 100%, the healthiest option possible. But if you're going toward the right direction, it's going to help you reach your goals and eat better and stay on track. Another thing that we do is we like to use our foods that we like as kind of like a reward for the nutrition that we're doing. So if we're eating good during the week and we're staying on our meals, we're fueling our body, we feel good about it, we're going to reward ourselves with a snack or something that we like. That way you feel good about it and you don't feel like, uh-oh, I fell off track, I'm not eating how I should be. And then you tend to stress out about it, and then that leads kind of to more stress eating and stuff like that. So instead of thinking it like you're falling off track, just use it as more of a reward for staying on track and prioritizing your meals and eating better food. What do you have to say on that, Bethany?
Something that I like to do to kind of think about that is like throughout the week, I follow mostly good foods, 80-20 rule, so 80% from whole foods, 20% from like other healthier options, or like my treats can fall into there. And even just like something very small at the end of the day is really good for helping keep you on track. So like a couple squares of dark chocolate is kind of what I do, because
Yeah.
I really like dark chocolate, and I don't think I could go life without I couldn't live life without dark chocolate.
Yeah.
So there's that part, and then also like on the weekends, if I go out to dinner, I don't want to, stress about, oh, I have to hit these certain macros, or I can't have this because it's not on my diet. It's like, you know what, I was good throughout the week. I can treat myself a little bit, because it's not going to totally derail my progress. I'm still
Exactly.
moving in the
Yeah.
right direction.
Yeah. Most of us are eating 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. That's 21 meals. If you go out to eat dinner and you have one bad dinner, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to hurt your progress. We actually encourage as coaches to enjoy yourself. Like, if you go out to eat on a Friday night and you did really well during the week, enjoy a meal, have a snack, get ice cream, whatever it is. Something that we do personally is every couple of weeks we usually enjoy ice cream. So that's kind of my sweet tooth. I really like it. So I like to reward myself every once in a while with that. Something else that could be just a tip for mostly the people that have trouble like snacking at night. Maybe you get the cravings. That could be a sign that you're not eating enough during the day. So Bethany mentioned having a good breakfast in the morning to fuel your body is going to help you kind of avoid having those cravings at night, because you're going to be eating more throughout the day. And a good tip is healthy fats actually help keep you fuller longer. And they're not going to spike your blood sugar in the morning. So if you have a good meal with some healthy fats in the morning, it's actually going to help keep you satiated until lunch, so keep you feeling fuller. It's going to fuel your body. So something that I personally do is I make a super shake, which is basically like a protein smoothie. So I'll do protein powder with spinach and blueberries, but then I throw a big handful of walnuts in there for some healthy fats, and I've noticed that it keeps me full for the first few hours of the day, and then I can make it until I have a snack or lunch. And this could keep you from snacking out so much at night. And then Bethany had a really good idea for just some snacks at night, easier ways to avoid over snacking. So go ahead and share those.
Yeah, a good tip with that is one, to buy smaller serving sizes, and then also to measure out what you are eating. When you typically buy just say Doritos, for example, or a big bag of candy, if you have a large bag, you're more likely to eat more of it when it's sitting in front of you, for one, and when it's a huge bag. When you have a little bag, or you measure out your portions, you're more conscious of what you're eating, how much of it, and then you're also more satisfied with just like the little bag. Like, you don't need to keep eating.
Yep. And another thing with the eating habits, probably one of the most important things actually, is just changing your environment. It's super, super hard to stay on track if you're always seeing and in arm's reach of unhealthy options. If you can, just try to throw away those unhealthy options. If you can't do that, if there's family members that you have to, they want to have that sometimes, then just have them put it where you don't know where it's at. That way it's going to keep you from, grabbing that and snacking on it when you shouldn't. So I try to have nothing that would be unhealthy in my household, because even though I eat healthy every day, part of that is because I don't have any unhealthy options for the most part in my house. And that's keeping me from feeling the urge to go and grab something, because I do have a sweet tooth. Family occasions and holidays, like, I'm the guy that's eating a lot of the desserts.
Yeah.
But I also use that as my reward, because I don't eat those desserts every single day. So I don't feel too bad about it. But yeah, try to just have, like she said, smaller portions of those snacks if you want them. That's going to help you keep on track and avoid that overeating and snacking. And like I said, if possible, just try to keep as many unhealthy options out of your sight as possible. We'll talk a little bit about making time, especially for your workouts, your exercise, making it easier to have access to meals and stuff. So something that we do is we schedule our workout time into our day the night before, or maybe even for the whole entire week. So instead of hassling around in the morning and all day and then deciding when you're going to make it to the gym, put it right in your calendar. That way it's marked, you have that time made for yourself, and you're going to dedicate your time to it. Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, the only thing that I would say is, most people have like a set schedule of like they have a 9 to 5 job. So, there's different times. Say you wake up at 6 a.m. typically, and you got to get the kids ready or something. Then maybe if you woke up a little bit earlier during the day, you could come get a workout in. Then you're gonna go home. You're all energized, ready for the day. You're not struggling through making the kids lunches and everything like that. And then you're able to go to work, or you could do it after work as well. And then also just kind of finding time throughout the day to get like a little bit of movement in. So like if you have a 30-minute lunch break, you can eat your lunch for 15-20 minutes, relax a little bit, and then take like a 10-minute walk, or just do some different body weight exercises there at the office if you have the space. Just because anything is better than nothing. Just getting in more movement throughout the day is very beneficial. A lot of people think it's just like an all or nothing. I just go to work out at the gym for an hour or I don't. It's more of like incorporating it throughout the day. Coming to the gym and getting an hour workout in is awesome, but we realize that that's not always feasible with your schedule. Something gets thrown into the mix, like your kid gets sick. Well, there's plenty of options to do like at home, or just other ways to get in the exercise that our bodies need to be healthy.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be very hard. Like she was saying, like any exercise is better than no exercise. Unfortunately, we've been kind of told that, an hour workout is what you need 3 days a week or 4 days a week, 5 days a week, and it's not necessarily the case. Even if you can get a 10 or 15 minute body weight circuit at home, if you got up 15 or 20 minutes early before the kids got up and you did some body weight exercises for 10 minutes, or maybe walked on your treadmill or went for a run, that is enough to help you get closer to your goals. And it's going to jumpstart your metabolism. It's going to give you that energy. You're going to feel better all day long just from getting that little bit of exercise. And if you could do that a couple times a day, that's even better. So like she said on your lunch, if you had 10 extra minutes to go for a walk or get outside and get some sunshine, that's going to be detrimental. It's going to be very helpful to your results. Another big thing for me is, in a lot of our clients, we try to work with them on this, is kind of having a cutoff on certain things and try to get a better night's sleep. For example, a lot of us get done with the day, we're tired, we just want to relax, watch TV, and we end up binge watching our favorite show for 2.5 hours and stay up until midnight, and then all of a sudden you get a bad night's sleep and you got to wake up and you're rushing to get ready the next day. So what I want to try to encourage you guys to do is enjoy your show, but have a cutoff. Maybe just watch it for 1 hour, or have a strict cutoff time at 9 or 10 p.m., whatever it may be, and then do something else that maybe is productive, read a book, whatever, before you go to bed, just to allow your body to kind of relax. If you get a better night's sleep, you can typically wake up easier the next day, maybe a little earlier, and then you're going to have more energy during the day to get those exercises in or get that workout in after work. Because you guys all know how it feels after a long day of work. The last thing you want to do is go to the gym for an hour and a half. So if you had a better night's sleep and you had a lot more energy, you might be more apt to going and getting that workout in. So yeah, hopefully that is very helpful for you guys. Is there anything else you want to kind of mention or talk about?
Maybe we could talk about like our nighttime routines before
perfect.
going to bed.
Yep.
I can get, it kind of depends on me for when I get home at night, but I usually try to set, all right, so 8 or 9 o'clock I am in bed and unwinding. Sometimes I want to watch a show to just like turn my brain off for a little bit, but I cut it off at like that half-hour mark, and then I read a book before I go to bed. And then it just seems that I am much more relaxed when I get to bed, and I'm able to fall asleep much quicker compared to if I'm up and running around until later at night, and then I go to bed and I'm expecting to fall asleep right away. Our bodies kind of need time to realize that, oh, it's time to go to sleep. And then like another tip is either to keep like a TV or your phone outside of your bedroom, which it's a very tough thing to break. I mean, I still have my TV in my room, but it just helps to dedicate your bedroom for sleeping, because once you get into your bedroom, it's almost like your body's signal that, oh, it's time to sleep, because this is where I go to sleep. But if you're, you're watching TV there, you're eating there, you work on, like, in your bed or in the desk in your room, it kind of throws off that, like, natural, like, rhythm or that natural habit of your body. So that'd be like another tip to do.
Yep. Yeah, and when she mentions like the blue light, your TV and your phone, that blue light mimics sunlight. So your body has photoreceptors, and it doesn't know the difference between daylight and nighttime. So if you're on your phone or watching TV, your body won't produce melatonin, which puts you to sleep or helps you get a better night's sleep. So it's going to keep, it's going to kind of restrict that production, and you're not going to get a good night's sleep. So even if you do fall asleep, your quality of sleep is a lot more poor, like a lot less quality sleep. So shutting the phones off, shutting off the TV, maybe having a half hour where you are just maybe reading a book, or maybe you're putting away laundry, something just to avoid that light will actually really help. So my routine every night is we eat dinner and we watch about 40 to 45 minutes of our show. So right now our show is 45 minutes long. We usually just watch one episode and then we cut it off there. And then we go to bed around 8 p.m. We're in bed, and then we read for about a half hour. I go to bed very, very early. Most people don't go to bed that early. But me and the fiance, we wake up at about 4:30 every day. She gets up at 3:30 on days she works. So our day starts very, very early. So I want to make sure that I'm getting a good night's sleep. I personally take like a sleep product as well, melatonin, to help me get a better night's sleep. And then I'm making sure that I have white noise in the background. My bedroom's very cool temperature. And then I kind of go the extra mile, and I get made fun of by Katie all the time, but I can't have any light in the room at all. It's got to be pitch black. And going to bed at 8 o'clock, right now, there's a lot, it's very, it's bright outside. There's still a lot of sunlight. So there's a little crack in our window where a little bit of light shines through, so I actually cover it up with a pair of pajamas.
Yeah.
And she makes fun of me all the time. But I need it pitch black because I know it's going to help me fall asleep faster and stay asleep, because I don't have that light shining in, keeping me awake. So I think that wraps up our tips for the day. We would like to make more videos like this. So what we want to do is open up questions for us coaches, so you can ask us anything. We'll have a link in our post below where you can submit a question, and then the next video that we make, we're going to answer those questions for you guys. So we're going to give you guys the opportunity just to ask us anything and kind of pick our brain, get some tips and tricks. That way, hopefully, we can help you guys reach your health and fitness goals. All right, so until next time, stay healthy and have a good day. Later.